Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode with me, Shashank Udupa, and today is another episode in the How I series. Now, what is the How I series? I did an episode on how I became an investment banker at the age of 24, and that actually did really well. So I thought, let me talk about my experiences, talk about my journeys, and this is the second part in the How I series. Now, in this journey, I'm going to talk about how I created a passive income machine. Now, this is not like all the other guys who just come out and say, do this, do that, write blogs, write articles. No. I'm going to give you some real advice on how you can actually start tomorrow if you want to, right? Now, number two, I'm also going to tell you in this episode how I actually made a PowerPoint presentation for almost 2 lakh rupees, and I got an Amazon gift card in that. So I'm going to show you all of this today. Stay tuned and let's see it together. Now, first of all, let's understand the difference between active income and passive income. Now, active income is your main job. Assuming you're salaried, you'll make a lot of money from the active income. Okay, no problem. Then there is something called as a passive income, which you take the money from that active income, jo bachte, and then put it into your passive income machine and make that start making a lot of money for you. This is for people who are salaried. Now, if you're not salaried and you're saying, you know what, Shashank, I don't want to work for anyone, no problem. When I left my investment banking stint, I came here to Bangalore. I became a self-employed person at that point. I was working with Avalon, and the only thing I had to my own knowledge was a few skills that I had picked up in the finance domain. Now, what did I do with the skills? I'm going to tell you how I actually use those skills to actually make some money, get some free gift cards, get some good services, and I'll show you how to do that as well in this episode. Okay, so now we understood passive income, and we need to understand why it's so important, because this is something that you can do, and if you're really good at your hobby or you're really good at one particular skill, you can actually convert that passive income into an active income. So I'll show you all of that, how to do it step by step, one by one. Now, before you even start with your passive income techniques, and I'm not going to talk about dividends and all that, that is something else, okay? Before I even start, first I'm going to ask you guys, do you have a skill, right? First of all, you need to ask yourself, am I good at something, or am I average at something, or maybe I'm just nothing at something, right? If you're nothing at something, then you really need to pick up a skill and start learning about it. So when I came to Bangalore, right, when I came here, I was good at two things, right? One, making Excel sheets, and one, making PowerPoint presentations, because that was what I was doing in my investment banking job. But I knew how to make really good presentations. Obviously, now I make really good presentations. At that point, I was still learning. But now I found a hack, okay? And I'll tell you all those hacks as well in this episode. Now, what I did was I had a skill that I was good at. But first, it's good to understand what is your skill worth. Now, to understand this, now there's a free website. This is not sponsored. I'm just showing you all the different techniques in this skill. But to understand that, you need to go to this website called Fiverr. Now, Fiverr is basically like Upwork, okay? It is a freelancing website where people have needs. If I have something that I want to be done, I will put it on Fiverr and you can go check, right? Now, there are different types of skills that you can do. If you're good in design, there's so many things with respect to design, right? Where people will pay money for you to do it. If you're good in digital marketing, these are the things. Writing, video animation, music, sound. So basically, if you're good at any of these things, then you will end up making money, okay? It is difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's at least a start. So I'm going to go to my thing, which is business. And I'm going to click on something called as business plans, because this is something that I'm really good at. So tomorrow, even if you throw me into an island and take all my money, give me my laptop and give me a Wi-Fi connection, this is how I would start, because for this, I don't need anything apart from my skills. Now, what I will see here is there are people doing professional business plans for a very expensive amount. For example, this girl is doing it for 8.5 pounds. This one is doing for 12 pounds. This one is doing for 21 pounds. Now, what is pounds, right? Pound to INR karte. Let's see, pound to INR. So someone is taking 21 pounds, which is approximately 2000 rupees. Okay, this is not great. You'll be like, Shashank, this is very sad, right? 2000 rupees is nothing. It's not over there. Wait, click on this and then we'll understand. So what this guy is saying is, I will write an investor ready business plan for your startup, because a lot of startups don't know how to make business plans. Now look at this. You'll be like, Shashank, this is awesome. How do I make business plans like this? I'll talk about that. But this 2000 rupees is only for 5 to 7 pages. Obviously, if you're making a business plan, you will not take that. You want the entire package. And the premium plan, which is 30 to 45 pages, something that I did, starts at 111 rupees, which 111 pounds, which is approximately 11,000 rupees, right? Now that is expensive. Now multiply that into 10 presentations, you're making a lot of money. But then you might ask me this question, Shashank, it's a lot of effort, yeah. Making 10 presentations is so hard. How do we make this faster? Because I know everything in my head, but designing this presentation takes the most amount of time. So I'll show you that hack as well. Now, hack number 2, okay, how to make good presentations, or actually how to do anything really well, even if you're a graphic designer. This is a simple hack. Now, this is actually a paid software. You have to pay at least $33 a month. What is $33? It's somewhere around 2,000 to 2,500 rupees. But if you pay yearly, it's $16 a month, which is approximately 10 to 15,000 a year. What does this do? I'll show you, right? So here I have to just put something known as business plans. Let's see what comes. Now, when I click on business plans, there are photos, there are stock videos, but wait, there are PowerPoint presentation templates. Now, when you click on these templates, these are ready-made templates for you. All you have to do is put some images and put your data into that. And best part is you can either choose between Keynote, PowerPoint, or even Google Slides. So this is something that I use for my presentations now as well. I download the theme from here, but then I design it myself towards the end. So for example, if I look at this business plan, let me just show you. You can download this entire business plan as it is, okay, and just put these images that are missing over here, and you can choose your theme. Now this, if you pay this amount, whatever this $33 is, it's completely unlimited download, right? I can download anything from this. So if I want stock videos for my editing, I can take that as well. All this royalty free. If I want some music, if I want some sound effects, if I want some graphics. So this is my go-to repository for everything I do, right? If I need anything for my Reels editing, I take it from here. If I need Reels music, I take it from here. If I need PowerPoint presentations, I take it from here. Now think about this. I have presentation templates over here ready. All I have to do is talk to the client and put all of this and finish it off for him. Now the client might think, oh shit, Shashank took so long to finish this, right? But he didn't actually take so long. He actually did it very fast because he already had a predetermined template ready, and I can take the same template and pay it to 100 people, right? Now, if you think that Shashank, this is too expensive, you can do another thing, right? Take 1 month subscription, download as many presentation slides you want, and cancel the subscription. Simple hack. Okay. Now you understood how you can do this, but first let's understand another thing. How would you build something like this, or how I did it, right? Let me show you my presentation that I actually did. Now, to actually make a presentation and actually build a client for presentation, you need to do two things. One, you need to target a client. You need to find these clients. So in India, obviously no one's going to pay you such a big amount. So then I started looking for people in UK and started looking for people in the United States. How did I do that? You find their email IDs online. There are a lot of tools like Hunter. There's a lot of tools like Snov.io. You use all these tools and start finding people's email ID. Start prospecting them on LinkedIn. You need to find business owners on LinkedIn and then shoot them an email saying, hey, you know what? If you're looking for a business plan, I'm a guy who's an investment banker. If you're not an investment banker, don't worry. Just say I'm a guy who can do really good presentations and I've done it for like 4-5 guys. Show some samples that you have, and they more often might not just come back and say, okay, you know what, let's give it a shot. And then you ask whatever money you want. Now I'll show you what I did. Okay, this is going to be something very nice. So I'm going to scroll this presentation in front of us. This is something that I did it for a client in UK. Okay, it was a version 2.8 and I'll share this presentation with you. You see how this presentation looks like. It wasn't advanced, but this was done in 2017. So it looked quite advanced for that time. This was a business model presentation that I was making for him. And for this, I charged 2 lakh rupees. Okay. But obviously it was a 30-day engagement with the client, not just making the presentations, but talking to them and doing all of that as well. The second thing after that, he was so happy with everything. He sent me an Amazon gift voucher of 200 pounds as well, which I'm going to show you as well. So that also happened. Now you might think, Shashank, all this is fine because you had all that skills. How do we do it if we don't have any kind of skills, or how do we do it from scratch? Let me tell you that as well. Now, there are 2 ways to build passive income. One with face, one without face. Let me put it that way. What do I mean with face and without face? How do we build passive income like that? Whatever it is, the base thing that you need is an audience. Okay, you need to have a skill. Okay, and that skill should be so good that people want that skill from you and you have that audience for you. For example, if I talk about without face, okay, let's assume I don't have a face, nobody knows me at all. What would I do? I would start writing a newsletter. I would start writing a blog. I would become very active on Twitter. I'll start writing a new campaign on Twitter. I will put a newsletter on Twitter. I put a finance newsletter on Twitter. And what happens is I make a website, put a blog on it. Now, a lot of people obviously like, Shashank, okay, whoever this anonymous person is putting out really good finance stuff. Right, it's not bad. So let's subscribe to his newsletter. Maybe 99 rupees a month, no problem. I'll pay him. Let's go and watch his blogs that are there. Obviously, I'm monetizing on that blogs, and even if I do any affiliate scheme tomorrow, more often than not, you will buy because the trust element is built. But this is all without face technologies that I'm telling you. You don't even need your face to do all this. Now, let's assume. By the way, these things also have good revenue. Let's assume you don't want that also. You can even do a podcasting, right? You can do anonymous podcasting as well, where you will get a lot of money. Eventually, if you're comfortable tomorrow, you can come and do this. And now though we have reels and shorts where you don't even need your face. Like there's so many channels that I don't even know who's behind it, but they're putting out some really banger content, right? So you can do that and they also make a lot of money. So there's no excuse for you. If you're saying I'm camera shy, there are 5 different ways where you can start. All you have to do is, boss, get up and start. Okay, that's number 1. Now, let me tell you my journey, coming to the how I part. Okay, so let me tell you my journey of how I built this. Now, first, what I did was I did this presentation for this client. After that, I did multiple presentations for multiple clients. Now, what happened at this point is I was like, okay, Shashank, you're very good at something. You're good at finance, but maybe not the best. I would still say that I'm not the best at finance, but I'm good at finance. Okay, so I said, okay, I'm good at finance. What can I do next? let me put out a video. So this is when I started putting out videos on YouTube. This was back in 2019. I started putting out basic videos on YouTube. There was no monetization, no brand deals, nothing. It was what YouTube will give you some amount of revenue, which was nothing, chindi, peanuts it was, okay? Now, the main goal here was to just resonate with the audience and show the audience my skill. And on Instagram, I had 2,500 followers, and on YouTube, I had 0 followers at that point. That was how I started in 2019. But you keep putting, okay? I kept putting this. Slowly, my audience became bigger, bigger, bigger. I kept putting amazing, valuable content out for people. It became better, better, better. And finally, people started following me for the financial content because I was actually giving them something in return, like how you guys are also watching. That was great. Now, once you get this sizable audience, it might take a long time. There is something else you can do to speed this process up. And for all the new content creators out there, what you can do is you can speed this process up by running a little bit of paid ads. Now, Reels pe to you can't run paid ads. So if you're doing Reels, it won't work. But if you're doing Instagram, you can maybe put an infographic and try running ads on the infographic. You might get some boost on your followership at that point, right? Now, after a point, few years later, around 2021, I finally reached an audience of 100,000 followers, 1 lakh followers on Instagram, and maybe 1.1 lakh on YouTube, right? Now comes the passive income machine that I created. Now, it took me 2 years before I even made one single rupee. Now I start making money, and I'll tell you how are the different ways that I started making money as well. Now, the first and most simple thing that a lot of influencers make money from are brand deals, right? Now, brand deals basically pay you money to show a 30-second or 60-second integration in your video while you're delivering your content. So that is great. So now brands pay you for the attention that you have garnered from your audience, number one. Number two is affiliate deals. Now, what happens with affiliate deals? Sometimes you have affiliate links. Like for example, there is something known as a Zero the Partner program where they gave these links to influencers, and it was a very nice win-win situation because out of Zerodha's brokerage, they paid a commission to the influencers, right? So influencers used to make people download Zerodha and use it. Zerodha never charged anything to the end user, but whatever that 20 rupees brokerage, they used to give maybe 30-40% to the creator. And this was lifetime earnings. So a lot of people started making money from affiliate schemes after that. Now, the third way, which is called B2B. Now, if you're a content creator, try to keep your setup beautiful. You see all this? This is beautiful for a reason, right? Because what happens is sometimes companies see this and companies will be like, Shashank, you're creating some really good videos. Can you do it for our channel? And this is very nice because you're still delivering your content and you're still giving good financial advice, but you're doing it on their channel. And how did I do that? I did a lot of episodes for Grow, right? I did a lot of episodes recently for the Navi YouTube channel. And apart from that, I don't know how many of you know this, but there's something called Grow Academy where I shot a lot of videos, I think around 50 videos for them. And this is a very good monetization scheme for myself because now I can start charging money from brands in bulk for doing videos on their channel. So that was again very, very, very powerful. Now, if you think this is bad, you think like, okay, Shashank, no, I don't want to do anything with brand. I just want to keep my audience for myself. I don't want any money from brands. That is also possible. Now, a couple of things that you can do, which you guys don't see, right? I do a lot of workshops for companies. So companies call me and say, for my employees, Shashank, can you give a investing 101 presentation? Can you give them how to invest in cryptocurrencies, how to save money? And I charge a lot of money from them, more than the brands. I charge money from these corporate workshops. So for 1 hour, I sit on my desk here. I teach them a presentation that I've already done and I get a lot of money from that. So that's great. Number two, if you say that, you know what, I don't want this as well, then there's another win-win solution you can do. The other win-win solution is memberships or courses, right? So basically your knowledge concised into a beautiful course or build a community, and this is only for your audience where it's a win-win situation where you're teaching them, okay, and they're learning from you as well. But the key here and the most important thing here is you cannot keep it very expensive, because if you keep it very expensive, then the win-win ratio goes for a toss. So as much as possible, keep it affordable for them so that they're getting a lot of knowledge from you and you play the volume game. I've seen a lot of creators keeping like 50,000, 1 lakh courses and all that. Boss, you'll always feel like shit, meko itna worth nahi mila, I didn't get so much worth. So try to keep it as low as possible. That is enough. Now, when you build an audience and when you start gathering attention and when you become slightly famous, you start getting access to some angel investing deals. So a lot of startups come to you and be like, Shashank, I want you to invest in our startups, right? I want you to invest in this. I want you to invest in that. And I have personally over the last year invested in approximately 10 startups and I put a nice allocation in that. I'm just waiting. I'm already up on that. I think my XIRR is very nice over there and I'm already at a good return, but I keep doing angel investing deals here and there, not big amounts, small amounts as well. Now, if you say all this is not good, Shashank, waste yourself. Tell me more passive income streams that you can get by being self-sufficient with a skill, right? At the end of the day, I'm just doing a skill. Medium is YouTube and Instagram. The other thing that you can do if you're really good at something is also write a book. Now, write a book means you don't have to write a book with some big Bloomsbury or whatever, right? You can write a book with your own self. You can self-publish it, or there are so many new companies that have come up that are doing deals with creators and doing deals with anyone who's important and has an audience, where they're doing a book deal with them and they give you as much as 50-50 revenue share. So that is again very strong and very great, right? Now, most important thing, now you make a lot of money. Now I'm like, Shashank, I have made a lot of money. I've done all of this. I'm writing a book now. I'm doing all of this. I've done angel investing. I've done everything. Now, what do I do with this money? I have two options, right? First option is YOLO, right? I'm just going to go spend all my money, enjoy, sit in the Bahamas and chill out. Or I know that this might be temporary, so let me start investing this passive income that I've got, or my active income that has increased so much. Let me start investing in such a way that I get more passive income, and more passive income will come. I'll get more revenue from that. I'll make more active income, throw it into my passive income, increase that passive income and throw it back again, and create this generating loop where I keep generating passive income and that compounds to another passive income. I get more active income, throw that back into passive income, and very soon, in the next 10 to 15 years, I will be self-sustained, and even if I don't do anything on a daily basis, I will have enough money to sustain myself, and that money will keep growing for me, because at a good time I built active income, I saved it into passive income, and slowly I have built a passive income streams. And I don't have one stream. Now, if you look at all the things that I do, I have 7 to 8 different streams. And one thing that I missed out is YouTube also pays you money for putting out videos, right? So now platforms are paying you. So what is your excuse? If you have a face, you can do it well. If you don't have a face, it's completely fine, because there are a lot of ways you can make money. But the only thing is, start investing it right. Once you make a passive income source, start investing in the stock market, you'll make a lot of money. Start investing in high dividend paying stocks, you'll make more money, keeps on coming. If you make a lot of money, then invest in real estate, but rental income, start making money from there, and start investing in some global stocks, you will make money there as well. Now, if you don't do this, and if you don't increase that top of the funnel, your bottom of the funnel won't work. So that's why I said, keep increasing from top and let it keep going below, and you will slowly but eventually make a lot of money and you will enjoy. Okay, finally, that's the conclusion. But let me tell you one thing. There are a lot of people who might watch this video and be like, Shashank, this is all bullshit. It's easy to say, but difficult to do, right? First of all, let me tell you one thing. It is 100% difficult to do. If you think that it is easy to do, then everyone would have done it, right? And nobody would pay for you actual value. It is 100% difficult to do it, but if you trust the process, if you actually sit down and understand what is this skill I'm good at, even if you're good at playing the piano, playing the guitar, painting, design, whatever, I'm sure you're good at one skill, right? And if you're not, pick up one skill, become a master in that in 1 year. And once you become a master in that skill, slowly start taking projects, and you will see that the power of compounding kicks in for yourself, and you will start making a lot of money for yourself. Take that money, start investing, don't keep it aside. That's what we do very smartly. So what I do is I increase my passive income. I do a lot of brand deals. I work with a lot of brands as a B2B client. I do a lot of workshops. I get a lot of money from YouTube. I take all of that, invest in the stock market, invest in rental properties, invest in here, invest in there. So even tomorrow, if everything goes to zero, I still have a lot of money coming into my bank account. So that's why I said, even if you throw me in an island with 0 rupees and one laptop and one Wi-Fi connection, this is how I would bounce back. Within 1 year, I'll have enough money again to sustain myself and get out of that bloody island, right? So that is what I would do. So if you think it is difficult, 100% it is difficult, but it is not easy. But this is how life is. It is not easy at all. So I want you guys to now think about this from a different perspective and say, Shashank, what am I good at? Look at yourself, understand what you're good at, and start seeing if you can monetize that from some place, right? Trust me, you'll thank me about this much later. Cool. This was the end of the video. This was the second part in the Hawaii series, because I'm just trying to explain all my hacks that I have for you guys. Now tell me in the comments below, what is the third hack you want to know, the third episode of this series in Hawaii? I still don't know, but I'll make something up and I will give you all the resources that I use. Okay, this is me, Shashank Udupa, signing off. Take care, and all the resources are below. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.